So I was recently ejected, violently, bureaucratically ejected from couples therapy, even though I attended it alone. And I know what you're thinking. Jordan, how in God's barely functioning frontal cortex did you manage that? Well, sit the hell down. It began when I realized there was a war in my psyche. A civil war between my inner masculine, who wears suspenders and judges people in cafes, and my inner feminine, who weeps during rice cookers, commercials, and says, I'm fine, but never is. I thought, I must reconcile these forces before I snap and start yelling at salad again. So I booked couples therapy. Just me. And me. Session 1. I enter the office. Therapist asks, is your partner joining us? And I go, she's inside me. Which, in hindsight, is a sentence that should come with a trigger warning and a fire extinguisher. Hearing this, the therapist just blinks hard, like she's trying to remember if she locked her car or if this is all a gas leak hallucination. I pull out a journal labeled Self-War, Volume 7. Also, 2 sock puppets. One has a tiny flannel shirt and permanent judgmental energy that's masculine Jordan. The other's got googly eyes and an incense stick glued to her face. That's Moonflower, my chaotic feminine archetype. Therapist, are you okay? Me, define okay using the works of Nietzsche. She just stares, like she's trying to astral project into a Chili's. By session 2, things escalated dramatically. I rearranged her office into symbolic zones. Left side, tools, maps, chessboard, Jordan almonds. Right side, incense, a seashell, a copy of Eat, Pray, Love, and inexplicably a bowl of tears. Center, a single egg balancing on a book of Canadian tax code, The Fragile Soul. I, as masculine Jordan, accused Moonflower of weaponizing dream logic. She said I was emotionally constipated because my inner child hadn't been held since 1992. Then she slapped me. I slapped me back. We both screamed, "You don't validate me." That's when the therapist said, Jordan, I don't think this format is healthy. I say, what part? She says, all of it. Then Lacey bursts into tears. The masculine sock puppet starts reciting maps of meaning, and I collapse on the couch whispering, I just want to be held by myself. By session 3, I arrived wearing a tuxedo on the left side of my body and a silk robe on the right. I whispered, balance achieved, let the merging commence. She asked me to leave. I refused. Moonflower sobbed into a crystal. Masculine Jordan demanded a clipboard. I declared the session sacred union, tried to marry myself with a ring made of string cheese. Security was called. On the way out, I shouted, this is systemic bias against high-functioning archetypal intimacy. Moonflower tried to light sage. Security pepper-sprayed both of us. Masculine Jordan thanked them for restoring order, and now I am legally banned from 3 therapy clinics and 1 home sense. But it was worth it, because today I can say without irony or hesitation, I love myself, but I'm not speaking to me. Also, I owe a sock puppet alimony.